know that protein deficiency can severely compromise your immunity and thereby increase the risk of contracting various infections. Hi, I'm Arun Singh. A very warm welcome to Protein X Protein Abhiyan, where we talk to doctors, dietitians, wellness coaches to learn why protein is an essential element for maintaining a healthy lifestyle. Today, we are joined by Dr. Saptarshi Bhattacharya, Senior Consultant Endocrinology, Indraprastha Apollo Hospitals. Sir, a very warm welcome. My first question, how important is protein for good health? I'm keeping it absolutely basic for the first one.
I think again, so it's a basic question. So I will answer it in a very basic way. So proteins are the building blocks of almost everything. Starting from cells, they have a role in building up your muscles, your bones, your organs. So obviously, if protein deficiency is there, that's going to not only have a major impact on worsening the chance of getting an infection, but multiple other aspects of health and growth.
Okay, but what happens if we do not consume adequate proteins? What signs and symptoms will the body show?
So obviously, things which are very apparent sometimes, like hair fall, people don't understand. They think it's because of some vitamin deficiency, but you need to have the right protein intake to prevent hair fall. The skin might get dry, so that is another feature. So the person might lose weight, there can be loss of muscle mass, the bones might get weak, chance of fracture might increase. As you said, chance of infection might also increase. And so it all in a growing age, even the growth might get stunted for a child. So there are so many things which actually are dependent on protein, and we need to maintain the right balance of protein in our diet.
And can fatigue and tiredness also be part of signs and symptoms?
Definitely. So fatigue and tiredness can be a part of protein deficiency, and also what protein is very important to make you to increase your satiety. So if the diet is not adequately rich in protein, you might have a full meal of carbohydrate, you might not feel that you are full. So if you increase the content of protein in your diet, so that will actually not only help you in prevent getting the right amount of nutrients for your body, but at the same time it will help to avoid things which are not good for your health, like maybe excess of fat, excess of carbohydrates. They are all going to cause weight gain, increased chance of diabetes. So if you are taking the right amount of protein, the satiety will be better, and it might also help you to maintain the right balance of weight.
Sure, but doctor, do you blame current lifestyle as one of the key reasons for low protein intake amongst your patients?
Obviously, lifestyle does play a role. So if everybody is a busy person, you get up in the morning, grab some packaged food which has very little protein, and go for your work. Even in the office, in the middle of your work, you're getting a burger, maybe a sandwich, again very little protein. So unless you make sure that there is the right amount of protein in your busy life schedule, you won't be able to keep pace with the busy schedule as well. So that is very important, that lifestyle does have an impact, and partly the way the Indians have been eating. So on top of that, the lifestyle we have today, so both together has a negative impact.
Right, and a lot of vegetarians would say that it's only non-vegetarians who get ample amount of protein. Would you agree with that, or do you believe otherwise?
Partly yes, partly no. So milk is a good source of protein. So if somebody is having milk and maybe 2-3 servings every day, milk, curd, paneer, they're all rich in protein. So and maybe extra pulses. So all these are very, very grams. So all these are very, very important. So even if you're a vegetarian, if you're eating the right amount of protein, it should not be a problem.
And doctor, you deal with patients, every single day. I'm sure you have come across some misconceptions that people have about protein or the way they deal with protein. Can you list a few?
Again, so people feel that if I'm eating only home food, then that is good for, that will give you a very nutritious diet. So that is always not true. Even in our home food, we need to make sure that the simple carbohydrate portions which are very easily digestible and they tend to cause weight gain, that doesn't go up. And we need to, as I have already said multiple times, make the extra effort to make sure even if your home food is actually rich in protein. So home food is good. Obviously, chance of junk and other materials which are harmful will be less. But again, not always covering the right balance of protein, carbohydrate, and fat. So again, that is one thing which is very important.
So how does one strike that right balance? Okay, home cooked food is fine, but how does one
So
supplement it?
if somebody is really struggling with protein deficiency, the diet is not. Somebody might say that I am not able to digest milk. I get some stomach problems when I am having milk, and I am purely vegetarian. Maybe in cases, or if somebody is having features of protein deficiency. So somebody's hair fall is not settling down in spite of all types of treatment. Somebody's skin is still dry. Somebody's losing weight. So we can definitely, if it cannot be filled up totally by diet, we can definitely start some protein supplementation. So there are lots of commercial protein supplementations which are available. So one of them, which again you need to go through the composition, see that how much amount of protein is there, and if it you can even discuss with the nutritionist or your doctor, and then if he or she is okay with it, just add some protein supplements to your diet.
Sure, that's a great tip. Thank you so very much, doctor. All these answers were quite insightful. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
With that, we've come to an end of this segment of Protein X Protein Abhiyan. But send us your suggestions on what more would you want us to discuss about protein here. Write to us on our social media handles or log on to ndtv.com/protein abhiyan and take the pledge by using #ProteinPledge. This is Arun Singh signing off.